Quote. In order to succeed, your desire for success should be greater than your fear of failure. Don't let the sadness of your past and the fear of your future ruin the happiness of your present. Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue to count. End quote.
Game over.
Every breath that I'm taking, I can feel that they hating. They've been patiently waiting, but I know I can make it through the pain and the lies. Just look me in my eyes. This is not a disguise, but together we rise. I do this for the fans, family and my friends. You gotta look within, believe and know that you can win. So be proud of yourself, cause I'm proud of me. Let your light shine bright so the world can see.
Hello everybody, it's your Master Motivator, Tony Mellon Sr., and I'm here for another episode of TMI Presents For Your Inspiration. I just want to have a little conversation with you today because I can tell that you've been listening to our videos, you've been watching our videos, you've been taking heed to some of these messages, and you find yourself now in position of leadership, or you find yourself in a position of distinction. In other words, you have been raised to a different level. Your pedestal has changed, your level has changed, and now there are expectations on you. And I'm just here to ask the question today, are you disciplined for distinction? In other words, you've seen so many leaders rise up, or champions rise up, or great athletes rise up, but then you all of a sudden see them fall. So I'm asking you today, are you disciplined for distinction? In other words, do you have the tools to stay where you are? Do you have the tools to continue to be in that position that you have? So I've got three things that we've got to make sure that you have in order so you can be disciplined for distinction. The first thing that you must have is your mind must change. That's right. Once you get to distinction, your mind has to change. You can no longer be solo. You can no longer be thinking just about yourself. You've got other people that you have to think about. So your position forces you for your mind to change. Your mind cannot stay the same. You cannot bring your own mindset into this level that you're in now. Your mind has to be renewed. It has to be refreshed. It has to change so that you can continue to be disciplined for this distinction. But not only does your mind have to change for this distinction, you also have to understand that you are now responsible for other people. That's right. You have a different responsibility. It's just like becoming a parent. You can no longer just live for yourself or live for today. You've got to make sure that your child has something to look forward to in the future. You've got to put away some money for your child for the future. You have a responsibility. So when others are looking up to you, you are responsible for helping them get to your level. Don't be one of those that want to hold on to all the power. You've got to share the power. And once you're on this level of distinction, you've got to understand that people are going to watch you. People are waiting for you to trip up. So you've got to have the discipline. So many superstars, athletes, so many superstar celebrities, they cannot handle when they are on this level because they haven't been disciplined enough. But today you're going to find out this discipline. So first you have your mind change. The second thing, you have to understand your responsibility. And then the third thing, in order to be disciplined for a distinction, you've got to work even harder now than you did before. Oh, I know that blew somebody's mind, but yeah, I'm going to say that again. You have to work even harder now because you're on this level, because other people now have you under this umbrella of expectation. They want to know, how did you get there? They want to know the secrets of your success. And in order for you to change other people's mindset and to change other people's understanding, you've got to maintain a work ethic that is like no other. You've got to work harder than everybody else. In other words, like one pastor said, he's going to do most of the work in the church just to be an example for other people to do the work in the church. So in order for you to be disciplined for distinction, your mindset has to change. You've got to understand your responsibility, but then you've got to work harder. You've got to go through some things that you never thought you'd go through. In order to be on this mindset of distinction, distinction, you've got to put forth more effort than you've ever thought. Your effort is going to help other people gain the advantage to get to this next level. And so I'm talking to somebody here today. Your level has changed. You've become a champion. But in order for you to stay where you are, you've got to maintain your same work ethic. You've got to work just as hard. If you're an athlete, you've got to push just as many weights as you push just to get to that level. If you are a student, you've got to study just as hard so that you can maintain the straight A's that you've already attained. You've got to work just as hard, because once you're on this level of distinction, people have expectations for you that you've got to live up to. And is it in you? Is it in you? You've made it, but is it in you to stay right where you are? Are you disciplined to maintain your role as a person of distinction? That's the question today. And I'm willing to bet that somebody out there is ready for this challenge. You're ready to be on the level of distinction so other people can see how you made it, so that they can follow the roadmap that you set. So you got to be the person. You got to have your mind changed. You got to make sure that you understand your responsibility, but you also got to work even harder to maintain your position. I'm your master motivator, Tony Miller Sr., and I just want to let you know you can never get too much.